Let me start this off by saying I don't consider myself to be a brony. And if you don't know what a brony is an adult fan of the show My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. You might say that's really, really weird. It is. And it's like, why? Why is this show that's targeted towards little girls so popular with so many adult men? And the reason why, well, there's a lot of reasons why, and it's really complicated. But a lot of people say it's just because these are like autistic men or nerdy loser men, and they're just drawn to it because they're so weird. And they do that to marginalize people who like the show. Now, I like the show, but I've never been too incredibly drawn to the show. I mean, I just think this is generally a great time for TV, including cartoons. Like, there's Adventure Time, I like that. I like regular show. I like cartoons in general. They've just always had a soft spot with me. And I think that My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is not an exception there. I'm not too into it. I'm not, like, too into the fan base, so I don't consider myself a brony. But I can still say it's good, and I can appreciate it as a phenomenon. But a lot of people marginalize bronies because they have a tendency to be really, really weird. Probably my favorite example of this is the channel My Little Spaghetti. I'll link it down below, and it's really, really awkward. What it is it's a bunch of clips of people who, for some reason, I don't know why, but they thought it was a good idea to film themselves doing something brony-related. It was really weird, they got hate for it, and they took it down, and this guy re-uploads them so that people can laugh at them. It's very cringe-inducing. It's not for the faint of heart. So don't watch that if you don't like people being really, really weird and cringing at their social obliviousness. It's really weird, but a lot of people say that that just represents the brony community. And I guess what they're saying is it's autistic people or nerdy people who are drawn to this. Now, I don't really think that's true, because to be honest, I don't think that a show in and of itself is enough to really develop passion in someone. Whenever something gets big, it's because other people like it. And that's not just because they're unable to see past the frontal guard and they can't look for the really good stuff. It's because part of the excitement of stuff is being able to share it with people that you know, or even people that you don't know, and maybe you'll meet them through this. Part of that is the community. That's the big thing that helps you to latch on to things. And that's what helps people to latch on to My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, because there's this huge fan base around it. And if you are autistic or a nerdy loser or anything like that, and you've just been marginalized your entire life, this is a chance to get in on something. This is a chance to feel accepted. This is a chance to go somewhere where there's a bunch of people, a lot of them are probably more popular and cooler than you, and they espouse this message of love and tolerance, and they're saying that friendship is magic. It's a place for you to fit in. It's a great thing for you if you've been a loser all your life. And I think that's what it is. I don't think so many people are drawn to it because of the cartoon show, like, oh, look at the funny colors. I think they're drawn to it because there's a fan base. And some people say, oh, well, it wouldn't be a big deal, and people wouldn't care about it if it wasn't for the fan base. But is that a big problem? I think it's a good thing. And I think it's a good thing that the brony community exists, because it gives people who otherwise would just be sitting alone feeling bad about themselves a chance to interact with people. And who knows, maybe through that, because they have an excuse to talk to people, they'll develop better social skills and just fit into life in general. And they'll be happier overall. I think that's possible. I think there are probably people who have been impacted positively overall because of this, and I think that's a good thing. I don't think it's something weird that we need to stop or be concerned about. I think it works positive for these people. That's my perspective. I don't see it as a problem. I don't think it's weird. A lot of people think it's weird. It's just people finally fitting in. And I think this is why people get so excited about it, because they fit in. They belong. And how can you argue with people feeling happy because they finally belong?